I, 26F, am in a poly relationship with my two partners, Emily, 28F, and Alex, 30M. We've been together for 3 years, and it has been the best 3 years of my life. We met while we were all getting our master's degrees. We were a friend group at first, and then it became something more as we spent more time together. My family used to be supportive of my partners and my sexuality or at least tolerant until my sister married Dan, 35M. Dan is a piece of work. From day one, he made it clear he's not a fan of poly relationships or really anything that isn't a straight, monogamous marriage. He'd throw out comments like, "Must be exhausting keeping two people happy," or "You guys must have some wild nights, huh?" in this gross, leering way. He's also constantly talking about how being bi is just a phase and how I need to pick a side. I've lost count of how many times he said things like, "You can't have it both ways, sweetie," and how he often jokes about watching Emily and I have sex, as if we exist as pornography for him to wank to. It's not just me who feels grossed out. Emily and Alex both hate being around him because of how uncomfortable he makes things. They have stopped attending all of my family functions. I've told him off plenty of times for being creepy or rude or invasive. I've explained to him why his comments are disrespectful, but every time, he acts like I'm overreacting, telling me to lighten up because he's just joking. Here's the situation: my family defends him. My sister tells me that I'm taking things too seriously and that Dan is just old-fashioned. My mom keeps telling me that family means forgiving people and that I can't just cut people out because I don't like their humor. My dad? He just shrugs and tells me to let it go. They're treating me like I'm the one who's creating the issue by not laughing along with his disgusting jokes. I finally hit my breaking point a few months ago after Dan made yet another sexual comment about my relationship in front of my parents, and they did nothing, absolutely nothing. They just sat there, pretending like they didn't hear it, while Dan smirked like he'd won something. I told them I wasn't coming to any more family events if Dan was going to be there, and that I wouldn't be taking their calls or texts or emails. I told them not to contact me until they cut Dan off. They accused me of being dramatic, saying I'm ruining the family and forcing them to choose sides. My mom even said, "You can't just run away from your problems," as if I'm the problem for not wanting to be harassed at every family gathering.
So I stopped going.
I haven't talked to them in 3 weeks, and now my phone is always blowing up with texts and calls. My mom says I'm selfish for ghosting the family over a few jokes, and that I'm disrespecting them by prioritizing my partners over my own blood. My sister keeps insisting that Dan didn't mean anything by it, and that I'm the one causing a rift. Even my dad, who normally stays out of things, called to tell me I'm being unreasonable and that I'm tearing the family apart over nothing. I have left them on red. If they want to keep their new son, that's fine, but they have lost their daughter in exchange. I'm angry and sad. I just don't know if I am the one causing the issues. AITA for leaving them on read and not contacting my family because they won't stand up to Dan or cut him off.